Hi there. Welcome to Apple World. You mean to let me know this man inquired as to whether you at any point choose not to take care of business, that to call it like that, and you were good with that. You know more often than not that when you assume a gay part, it's simply to close down dark manliness. It's to close it down to kill the alpha in certain spots. Like when I see that they put each person of color in the films in the dress. So Omar Gooding only shred up certain contentions via virtual entertainment in the wake of guaranteeing that straight dark entertainers are compelled into doing gay jobs as a component of their agreements. Omar guaranteed that his profession endured in light of the fact that he rejected these kinds of jobs, and he got down on entertainers who step on their standards for acclaim and cash. And as you would recollect, Omar isn't the primary entertainer to discuss this. Dave Chappelle, Katt Williams, and Terrence Howard all recently guaranteed that there's a plan in Hollywood to embarrass people of color, and keeping in mind that a few fans are commending Omar for standing up on this, others are calling him uninformed and guaranteeing he's spreading paranoid fears yet. What precisely did Omar say regarding Hollywood constraining dark entertainers into gay jobs? We should get into it. No one say goodness, everyone puts on a dress. Not every person ISE Denzel put on their lip gleam. I ain't seen that kid do anything where I've been like, good gracious, you two. Omar Gooding, the more seasoned sibling of Cuba Gooding Jr., had a rewarding profession as a kid entertainer and was one of the first halves of the Nickelodeon show Wild and Insane Children from 1990 to 1992. Omar later showed up in various hit programs like Deadwood Family Time, Hairstyling Salon, Hanging with Mr. Cooper, Playmakers, and Shrewd Person. Still, regardless of his ability, Omar never figured out how to get that driving man title in large financial plan Hollywood films, and as per Omar, that is on the grounds that he said no too often when proposed to play gay characters. Now, to be clear, Omar accepts that straight entertainers are not in a real sense compelled to do gay jobs. They actually have the ability to say no anyway. He said that most entertainers show no restraint enough to hang tight for the at job and allowed their work to justify itself. And on second thought, they need that moment achievement. And in Hollywood, moment achievement purportedly accompanies specific circumstances in your agreement. So this thought that Hollywood has a plan to weaken people of color by constraining them to play gay characters isn't precisely new. For quite a long time, reports have been coursing that top dog Hollywood makers pressure dark entertainers and humorists to wear dresses on screen before they're permitted to move to that next degree of notoriety. Dave Chappelle let the cat out of the bag on this not long after he turned down a $50 million agreement from Funny TV and disappeared to Afraf. After he returned, Dave showed up on the Oprah show and made sense of that. He didn't turn down the cash yet, rather the circumstances that accompanied it. He then, at that point, reviewed an occurrence when the makers attempted to pressure him into wearing a dress while shooting a film with Martin Lawrence, and when he said no, they attempted to make him look insane. Dave said the dress didn't seem okay for the scene. However, at that point, the chief and the makers generally bothered him, attempting to pressure him into putting on the dress. They come and the writer comes in. I believe he's the writer. He's like, Dave, listen, he got this clever scene where Martin sneaking out of prison, so he camouflages you as he put this dress on. And how was they possibly withdrew when they understood Dave won't adjust his perspective, and they had another content prepared showing that the dress wasn't exactly required. So fundamentally, it was only a test to check whether he'd chomp. Currently, quick forward to Kevin Hart, who, when gotten some information about Dave's dress show, dismissed it, saying, truly do never really think twice about brand. I most certainly have ran into put it on the dress. I mean, you must have limits. You must have limits that you will not cross. Safeguarding my brand is most certainly vital. However, at that point, a couple of years after the fact, Kevin appeared on SNL shaking a dress, and out of nowhere, his vocation exploded. That very year, Feline Williams was discussing this dress contention while advancing Frightening Film 5, and he guaranteed that this is the kind of thing that has been happening in Hollywood for a really long time, and he referenced Tyler Perry's personality media. Kevin doesn't need to stress over the thing individuals will say regarding him wearing a dress due to the long queue of dress wearing individuals before him. So presently, we had large Mother's House 1, 2, and 3. I've never seen media in a gasp suit. I think she wears dresses. So presently, I'm saying, why we singling out unfortunate little Kevin Hart, since it was his chance next? Okay, currently discussing Tyler Perry. Various individuals in the public eye have blamed him for having an individual plan against people of color. Feline Williams tested this thought, that a person of color in a dress is some way or another naturally entered And he openly called out Tyler Perry on various occasions for pushing this plan as opposed to thinking of a few genuine jokes, the number of truly need to wear a dress, and for what reason is it so significant, and they let you know like yet it's entertaining is it. Contempt in my heart for Tyler Perry since he tries sincerely yet he is a cross-dresser. We should be exceptionally legitimate. A cross-dresser is someone who works in Dr. Ann afterward, more as of late hopeful end. Entertainer Brandon J. became a web sensation on TikTok in the wake of posting a video about his encounters recording Tyler Perry's sitcom. Meet the Browns. Brandon was projected in the job of Jeffrey, a secondary school youngster managing. However, at that point, at the last possible moment, Tyler Perry let Brandon know that he modified his part and that his personality would be gay and really like his. So in the center of Mr. Perry, switching around the scenes, he says, "You realize I maintain that Jeffrey should be gay. And he has eyes for his, that is not what I try it for." And then at that point, Terrence Howard, likewise as of late, stood up on this issue, guaranteeing that Hollywood certainly has a plan to depict people of color as effeminate in light of the fact that solid people of color are viewed as a danger. The man has been decried, Terrence said with the new equation. Most men are made to be womanly and not have their power or feeling of solidarity. They permit white men to have the option to be so. However, when it's people of color, it's viewed as a danger, and presently Omar Gooding has likewise chosen to offer his opinion and keeping in mind that he concurs with their Howard on Hollywood plan. He additionally said the dark entertainers actually have a decision and they can express no to rules that make them awkward. Yet the issue is, as per Omar, numerous entertainers will take the necessary steps to become famous short-term. During his new appearance on Satire Publicity, Omar discussed how tough earning down gay jobs had an impact in his vocation's direction, and when inquired as to whether he accepts that his profession would have been greater assuming he had played the Hollywood game, he proposed that the explanation he never exploded was on the grounds that he would not think twice about standards, since I'm the kind of hetero man that won't think twice about two reasons. All right, one, I'm the kind of individual that moves around on the planet, so I know how you know I couldn't accomplish something even I'm similar to good fine. It's simply acting, and afterward you meet someone like, damn, I saw you with that gracious hellfire. No, listen, man, that is acting. I move around, so that is one thing that is essential for it. Other, I would have the option to do it. Equity, there's sure jobs I just wouldn't actually think about anyway. Omar additionally guaranteed that assuming an entertainer is really skilled and able to buckle down, they can in any case make progress. He offered an exhortation to up-and-coming entertainers and said they shouldn't feel deterred by being passed for specific jobs, since individuals like Denzel Washington are confirmation you can, in any case, find lasting success in Hollywood without undermining your qualities. Don't feel like you need to do anything. You don't need to not do anything. You have your chance. Your opportunity will come. You could need to stand by longer. You could need to destroy it out for a tad. However, there's no need to be gracious. Everyone puts on a dress. Not every person